Hi everyone, welcome to the first kind of recap of some of the questions that I've had throughout the week. I want to start off by saying well done to everyone, you're doing such a great job. It's not an easy challenge, but the more you go, the longer you go, the easier it will get. I have some notes here on my computer, so I'm just gonna dive right in. So some of the common things that have popped up this week is cravings, obviously, which is normal, everyone gets them. When you cut out the sugars, the plants, the junk food, your body is kind of having a tantrum. The easiest way to get over them is there's a few options. The fastest way, don't let anything sweet pass your tongue, okay? You don't eat any sweets, you're not gonna crave any sweet things. For some people, that's the best way to go, especially if you have a lot of sugar cravings, maybe have got sugar addiction, emotional eating, those types of things. In saying that, for some people, if it's not that strong, if you feel like you can control it a little bit more, then you can perhaps have some of the fruits. So maybe you're doing the ancestral approach, have some low carb fruits in there or berries to kind of keep you going. So you can keep your low carb fruits and berries if you want. Someone else mentioned she makes like the pancakes, and that makes her feel like she's having something naughty, even though it's actually included in the ancestral plan. What I did when I first started, so I set my own rules. I was more ancestral. I mentioned to someone else I was having curry once a week, and I allowed myself to have that. And by doing so, by allowing myself mentally that was part of the plan, when I had it, I didn't feel like I was a failure, like I was failing, like I had to start over from, square one. It was part of it, so I just ate it and that was fine. When you say, I'm not going to have anything 100%, for some people that works, but if you're not one of those people and you say that and then you have something, whether it's alcohol, chocolate, whatever, it creates shame. It creates this feeling of failure, like, oh, I can't do it, this is not sustainable, and all this kind of mental stuff comes up. And the fastest way is just to, think for yourself, like think to yourself as if you're talking to a friend, and you wouldn't be shaming and calling your friend a lot of silly names, okay? So try to be gentle and make up your own rules, make up your own plan, okay? Most of you seem to be going really well with your digestion. Someone mentioned that they got a little bit constipated, after fat and water, and problem solved. So that's what I want you to do. Someone asked if we could have a Zoom meeting, and at the moment it's something I'm looking into. I have 2 young kids with me day and night, so it's difficult. I am thinking about offering in the future 15-minute calls with me, so 1 call every week for 4 weeks, to just again create that better relationship, see how you're going, and I think it makes people more accountable. When you do, after going carnivore for a while, after excluding everything else, and when you have something, so someone had calamari and then she got a headache, and it's because when we stop eating these things, our body stops producing like our abilities kind of stop to handle these toxins, because it's not going to create something and waste energy if we don't need it. So you lose your defense for this type of things, and that's why you get reaction like stomachache or headaches and so on, and that's normal. All right, another thing was hunger. So if you are hungry, I want you to eat. And usually what happens when you go carnivore is people usually eat enough protein, they don't eat enough fat. So add fat to your meals. That is extremely important, because your body is going to run mainly on fat, as well as your fat stores. But eating fat, if you're not eating enough fat, you're going to have low energy, potentially get constipated, gonna feel hungry, and a number of other things. And you are naturally going to probably eat more protein, which can lead to other issues. It's not anything wrong with having a big meal of protein every now and then, it kicks you out of ketosis, which is normal. You actually want that to happen. And the video I posted today in the group is talking about why you want that to happen. Back in the day when we were cavemen, we got a big kill and you would feast, so you would eat a lot and you would eat both the meat and the fat. You wouldn't cut off the fat or not eat the fat. You would also eat a lot of protein in that meal, which would then kick them out of ketosis, and by doing so increase insulin, which has a response on all the other hormones, and that's normal. Insulin is not bad, okay? But then they would go back to just having little bits and pieces that was left of the kill and then fast until the next kill. Okay, so that was just a little recap of some of the questions I've had this week, things that we've talked about. Keep your electrolytes up, keep your salt up, keep your water up, keep your fat up. Have a plan. If you think that you are going to get these intense cravings, it's better to have some safe options. Some have dark chocolate, some have, someone had a small glass of wine, whatever it may be. Just make the rule or whatever it is sustainable for you as you are transitioning. I don't want you to shame yourself. I don't want you to feel like a failure, like you can't do it. It's a process. It's not about being perfect. You will still get good results and benefits of eating this way. If you have more questions, if you want more help, reach out. I'm here to help you. I will keep posting some exercises, some workouts in the group, and feel free to do them. I just did the one I posted the other day and I'm quite sore today. Other than that, I will message you guys later. And also thank you to everyone who has filled out the health assessment and sent that through to me. Thank you for all your photos. This will be important to see how you are traveling these next 3 weeks and beyond. So I'll speak to you soon.